Joan was a very capable, talented, intelligent, compassionate individual. She had tenacity and drive for the most marginalized in society.
She had the direct experience herself of coming and knowing firsthand what the barriers were for immigrant women coming to Canada. So I imagine it was kind of a gut issue for her, and she built upon it, and not just for herself, but for thousands of other women and girls in her situation.
The thing about Joan was her ability to connect with every individual, regardless of race, color, class, status in life. She communicated that everybody was important. She fundamentally believed it, and she thought it, and she acted out on it, and people just felt her warmth at all times.
I think probably Joan, with a reflective practice, remembered what it was like for her to begin with. And I think back then, where there weren't a lot of programs and services, there wasn't a lot of support. So I think she probably would have liked to have made it a better option or consideration for people to continue in that direction, and to look at avenues for people to grow and evolve in Canada.
You know, with Joan, I always wondered if Joan was just such a marvelous, different person. She happened to have sort of the history in the St. Lucia and a new kind of immigrant coming into Canada, but Joan was Joan, and everybody here, we all thought we were Joan's best friend. all sort of thousands of us.
It's very interesting at very different board meetings, because when Joan would finish speaking, you think, I think she just dissed us, or she just challenged us, but she did it in such a lovely, nice way that you didn't really realize until you sat back. And she made her points, but always in a quiet, professional, and diplomatic way.
And she was, I would suggest, one of the people that I would call blind to color, to race, to ethnicity, to religious backgrounds, to sexual orientation, and able to communicate and to connect with people at the human level.
There's a baton that she's passed on to many of us who have been guided by her and encouraged by her presence to carry that on. So there's a way for me where, you know, Joan isn't here in the flesh, but that kind of mission that she kind of created is now our mission. Which is why for me, this work at CARE is critical, because the people who are supported by CARE, the women who are supported by CARE, are women who represent Joan.